Hey, Lane here. In this video, I want to talk about the issue of procrastination in sermon prep. A lot of times when I work with preachers, one of the main issues is that the sermon preparation process gets pushed to the end of the week. So sometimes it's not even started until Thursday or Friday, and then it takes up all of the weekend, takes up all of Saturday, and then by Sunday, it's just hasn't had time to breathe. It's taken up the whole weekend. Maybe you've been there. I want to propose a very simple solution that has helped. I think in addition to having a really good sermon workflow, I talk about this in my books and in the course Killer Sermons Academy, how to set up a workflow. But aside from that, which is really important, one of the key principles that you can, if you get this, then it can help in so many ways with avoiding procrastination. And that is set up imaginary deadlines throughout the week and then have external mechanisms of enforcing those deadlines. So here's what I mean by that. First of all, what's an imaginary deadline? An imaginary deadline is to say, on Tuesday, I'm going to have my outline done. On Wednesday, I'm going to have the notes ready to turn into the media people. On Thursday, it's going to be ready for business, like I could preach it that day. Those are imaginary in the sense that you set them. And so technically, they're not really deadlines, but where you bring in the external mechanism is you bring in someone else or other people on your staff or a team or your preaching team to help keep you accountable and enforce those deadlines. So for example, if by Tuesday your outline is supposed to be finished, maybe that is the day that you send it to your preaching team so that they can look at it and give you feedback. So it's not just Tuesday, I want to try to get my outline done, but rather it's Tuesday, my outline's done because at 2:00, they're expecting to see it. Then maybe Wednesday, right? You're supposed to send your sermon to your media team. Well, that's an external mechanism to enforce that deadline, because if they're waiting on it to do their things, right, to take the outline, to take the material, to produce the media for it, whether it's slides or the printed bulletin or what's going to go online, if you tell them expect it by Wednesday at 11:00, then it has to be done. And then maybe on Thursday, if it's supposed to be ready for business, maybe you do a staff service. This is something my church does where we get our whole staff together and whoever's preaching that week actually preaches the sermon to the staff. We do a little worship service and the staff is able to give feedback. We actually do that on Wednesday morning. So by Wednesday morning, it has to be completely ready for prime time. So again, external mechanisms to enforce imaginary deadlines. And what will begin to happen is having a sermon prep process last until Friday or Saturday just won't be part of what you do. If you want to go deeper on this topic, I want to tell you even more about some systems you can set up to avoid procrastination. So for that, click on this video right here about avoiding procrastination, and we'll talk in that video further about this issue. So click right there, and I'll see you in that video.